tonight's sabbatical day number 50, and I just read from my journal, or the journal that I created, and I'll get that up into a form that everybody can see and do, is what can you do to empower yourself to make you stronger? And as I go through, I'm in, again, such a special place. I've chosen, I think most of the places have really worked well. And at the end of my sabbatical journey, I definitely will rate all of those and rank them as well. However, today, through these days, background. Okay, sorry. Background is what can I do today to empower a little bit of something that will make me stronger. And I'm going to tell you, it's that darn van again, and it's the darn snow. I grew up outside of Chicago, and I grew up driving in the snow. I grew up in the cold, and then I spent years in Colorado, right in the mountains in Vail and Denver. And so I'm not adverse to snow at all. And with that being said, even here, when we lived in New Mexico, we rarely saw snow. I mean, maybe Santa Fe would get a little bit of snow. Where we lived outside of Albuquerque, you know, I remember one big snowstorm that just paralyzed the whole city. That was after the first of the year. So this is really weird in November, I think, to get so much snow. And the one thing, though, with this van, so going back, I feel confident in that if I needed to, I could get in my car and go. The van, a little bit different. It is heavy in different ways. I just tried pulling it out, and I went, ooh, I'm not going to go too far because if I get stuck, what the heck am I going to do? And so anyhow, that is facing your fears, and that is then little by little, I did a little bit. I pulled it out a little bit. I pulled it into the sun so it can melt all the snow and melt all the ice, because it was sleeting ice yesterday. Little by little. And that's how, to me, I'm going to empower myself. So I wonder about you. What little thing can you do today that you say, I can do this. It's okay. And I spin off in weird ways, as I think most of us do. I will tell you also, as I look out and it's beautiful sky out there, and you can probably hear the heater, it's still a little bit chilly out, being in a space that makes you feel good, whatever that is, that has good vibes, so important. And I have to remember that. As much as I like certain spaces, this space has good vibes. And I don't know if it's because it's in the foothills. I don't know, because honestly, because there's incense that I'm able to do. That was my morning ritual. I would light up my incense, get that going, clear the air, pull a card, get focused on that. And in places, you're just not allowed. They even specifically say no incense, because I don't know if it equals, especially in New Mexico, does it equal smoking the weed? I don't know. No, I'm not going to do that, but I like the incense to clear the air. So that's obviously important to me. So again, going back, what empowers you, and what can you do today to make that where you remind yourself of that. And I started saying this morning, I went back to doing a guided meditation, 15 minutes. It just, I get away from it, I go back to it. I get away from it and go back to it. But that sets the tone for the day, along with the rituals, the incense and the pulling of the cards, and really thinking about it. And then I go on with the day. And then if I need to, a little bit, just a little bit of something that scares me, so that I know I can, if something happens, I can come back from that. But this time it was okay. And now I'm going to go back out, since it's mid-afternoon, and see how much snow has melted, and then try to get out tomorrow to get propane for the van, because that is running super duper low. And that is how I heat that van. So I am planning a couple of days in the van in, you know, temperatures in the 20s at night. So I need that. Anyway, I thought I would do something to serve all of us today, and just remind all of us that what we think becomes reality. Much